Nah,
Like I said,
I'm still gonna say fuck you because I can.
Welcome to the Esoteric Podcast. You're right, but fuck you.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Okay, let's get to something fun. We're getting some good vibes again. The fucking eons. I just saw it again.
Yeah, we were gonna be here for that long, waiting for us to get anything, bro. No one deserves to go through that.
It's fine when we're getting a more a higher audience. I'm expecting everyone to bust our balls live.
Can somebody help me out and get me the link to our entertainment segment, because that's actually a lot fresher on my mind.
I'm on it. God. It's gonna be in the channel. Thank you, Vitch, for being the goat with the fucking
No, I got
eons
you.
me.
I got you, Cat. I'm not offended, bro. Like, this is the internet. People are gonna talk shit.
Yeah, we good, man. Ain't nobody mad or anything like that. We straight.
Was that the link I put in the show notes?
Yep, that was the link.
Yeah, we straight.
All right, good. Featured meme of the podcast, Eons. We have Fauci, now we got Eons. You know what? I might put that as the thumbnail because that's what it felt like.
It's good. Ancient aliens.
Eons.
Implies we are having fun.
Nah, we are having fun. The thing is that was a lot of fucking information, man. I mean, man, I feel like we should do a makeup video. We should definitely do some sort of makeup video with. We
can get into that another time. For now, let's get to something fun. Let's get angry at fucking, what is this, variant comment? Let's get angry at variant comments.
Yeah, variant comics, right? So in comics, right, people will complain about characters being overpowered because eventually when a character gets too strong, you write yourself into a corner and there's no way you can make the character interesting anymore because there's no challenge. Doomsday is a huge culprit of this. Superman and Flash are two huge culprits of this because it ruins discussion whenever either of these characters are brought up because their abilities are just so broken, there's no point in mentioning them. Whenever you see Flash in a versus battle, it's gonna be him. Whenever you see Doomsday in a versus battle, it's probably gonna be him. And if you see Superman, it's gonna be him. For some reason, these independent comic writers decided to do even worse than what anyone could have done with Flash or Superman, right? So we made a joke. We had no idea what was going to happen.
No. Let it play, and when it gets to that part, we'll pause and we'll explain.
Jesus Christ, man.
What's up, my comic comrades? We're not going to waste any time today. We're just going to get straight to the big reveal that we've been hinting at for some time now. I'm very excited to announce that over the past 2 years, I've had the privilege of working with some incredible people to co-write and co-create an original comic book series. And to say this has been a lifelong dream of mine would be a massive understatement. I'm also crazy excited to announce that myself and the rest of the...
Yes.
You want to know what I didn't notice when he was talking about this the first time we did? He said comrade.
Yeah,
comrade.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, we look at those words in such a different light now.
He had nothing to do with what we talked about, but that was such bad taste, man.
Let's keep going. We're not even to the good
creative
part.
Team have partnered with Comixology to bring our new creator-owned story to all of you as a Comixology original on July 27th. And if that news wasn't amazing enough, the book will also be coming to print in the near future through a partnership with Dark Horse Comics. But before I get into all the details like the title of the book, what it's about, as well as introduce you to the entire creative team, we also had the opportunity to work with some very talented people to put together a teaser trailer for the book. And today we want all of you, our comic book family, the Variant Nation, to be the very first people to see it. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy the world premiere trailer for Astonishing Times.
Throughout history, mankind has always looked at the horizon and hoped for something more. Myths and legends.
Hey guys, you know what would be really funny? If they
What?
made a character that was both the combination of Goku and Superman.
Oh God, no. Oh no.
You're getting to the
That'd
joke already.
That'd be very funny, wouldn't it? It'd be hilarious.
Vid, would you say that they're quite overpowered at that point?
Yes.
He can't even indulge in it because it already happened, bro. He's already dead.
Okay, okay. You know what? We're gonna have to explain it. See, the thing is, we all three of us.
Literally how it happened. Like before anything happened. You know what would be funny? God.
Just play it. Just play it. Let it happen.
But here in the 21st century, our heroes walk among us. So why do things
As soon as we get to the character abilities, when we're like, huh?
feel like they've stayed the same? It's been 15 years since the cataclysm, and most people seem to have forgotten it even happened. No one looks up anymore. We need to remember what our heroes stand for, to be inspired, to look up again, or else we risk losing their legacy forever. No matter what comes next, we have to stay strong. This is Noah Sands reminding you that we live in astonishing times.
And there it is, the world premiere teaser trailer for Astonishing Times. As I said, it's a creator-owned Comixology original, written by Frank Barberi and yours truly, with incredible art by the very talented Ruri Coleman. The book is initially set to be a 5-issue limited series, but we may or may not have left room for more. You'll just have to read the story to find out for yourself. As I mentioned earlier, issue 1 will officially drop exclusively on Comixology on July 27th, but you don't have to wait until then to lock in your digital copy, because Astonishing Times is available for pre-order today on Comixology. As in right now. Crazy, right? The link to pre-order issue 1 is in the description of this video. We also hope you...
We could literally pull up the comic now, because it's past the date of its publication,
Yeah,
right?
No. Please don't make me do that.
I'm not saying we have to, I'm just saying if we wanted to dig in and do a little bit of a deep dive, that's something we could do.
My eyeballs will never see a page of that book, bro. I'm sorry. I can't do it, bro. Nah, bro.
You're so defeated.
Bro, I'm just tired of being... I mean, you know what, bro? I know... I'm tired of being right, bro. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. I am tired of being right. It was all a lie, bro. I'm tired of being right. I'm tired of this shit,
Okay.
bro.
Let it play.
I'm tired of not even trying to be right and ending up being right. Like, this shit is just it's a joke, man. This was a joke is a frequently uttered phrase from me lately. And it's just like, what the fuck, man?
Let it play.
You guys really enjoyed the teaser trailer. It was edited by the immensely talented Ryan Connolly, who wears more hats than anyone else I know, including producer, director, writer, and host of the well-known filmmaking channel Film Riot. Not to mention, he's the owner and president of Variant's parent company, Triune Films, and the co-creator of Variant, so, you know, he's done a few things. But seriously, a huge thank you to my boss and good friend Ryan Connolly for pouring so much time and effort into making the Astonishing Times trailer amazing. And speaking of amazing, the glorious voice you heard narrating the trailer is another man of many talents, actor Graham Powell. Graham graciously agreed to lend his sweet, sexy vocals to the trailer on very short notice, and he really brought the Astonishing Times trailer to life. So Graham, thank you. We could not be more grateful. We put links in the description so all of you could check out more of Ryan and Graham's work. Please be sure to show them some love. But now it's time to get into what Astonishing Times is all about, the theme and synopsis of the book. As you saw in the trailer, Astonishing Times is very much a superhero comic. In a lot of ways, it's our love letter to the superhero genre. All of us who worked on the book were inspired by some of the greatest comics of all time, like The Dark Knight Returns, Watchmen, All-Star Superman, The Death of Gwen Stacy, and others. Truly timeless and classic tales throughout superhero comic history. With that in mind, we brainstormed about what we could do different within the genre that would still encompass and focus on all the things we love about superheroes. And ultimately, we began to gravitate towards the reasons we love superheroes as a theme, with the biggest and most important reason being that they give us hope and represent something to aspire to. Like an
Go ahead.
Oh, I know you're gonna hate me for this. Are you saying that they made the comics? They built the comics different?
No! It's like you want me. It's like you want me to get upset. Don't you fucking say it. Don't you say it.
I already did.
Embodiment of light at the end of a dark tunnel, and as a result, Astonishing Times is sort of a reverse take on Alan Moore's Watchmen. What I mean by that is, one of the many themes of Watchmen is that superheroes can be broken people, who make bad decisions and suffer with their own demons. Despite the fact they're supposed to be heroes we look up to, but with Astonishing Times, we flip that paradigm to focus on the idea that while it's true there's a lot of evil in the world, and some people we should be able to trust let us down, ultimately there's still more good out there than bad. And if we choose to focus
How is that different? Never mind.
on that good and keep looking up, not for someone to save us, but toward a brighter tomorrow, together we can make the world a better place. It's the idea that the world will never be perfect, but we should always be focusing on those big steps in a positive direction. And that hope is essentially the heart and core of Astonishing Times. As far as story and synopsis of the book goes, Astonishing Times follows Noah Sands, a young reporter who works at the Sentinel in the shadow of his deceased father. Amazingly, he also lives in a world full of superheroes, but shockingly, even after the heroes saved humanity during a world-changing event called the Cataclysm, people just aren't interested in them anymore. Heroes have become old news, commonplace. But things change when Noah begins investigating a mysterious murder, which both brings him face to face with his most revered heroes and forces him to confront a secret past that could change the
Yeah, I think I interjected here last time because I had a couple issues with this premise, right? Like, why is heroes becoming commonplace an issue? That just didn't make sense to me. I'm like, eventually, once you become familiar enough with something, the shit's not gonna feel new. Like, I just didn't know what they were going for.
World forever. It's sort of a superhero murder mystery, but I don't want to give too much away. As for some of the main characters or superheroes you'll meet in the world of Astonishing Times, I guess I could tease a few of them. First, we have Gold Rush. He's our speedster for lack of a better term. He runs and moves incredibly fast. How fast? Well, there's no known limit as he draws his speed from stealing kinetic energy. The more he steals, the faster he is. So if he's facing someone who's super quick, it wouldn't be good for them. I'm not naming any names, but I think you guys know who I have in mind. Anyway, next we have Crossout.
God.
That was the first thing we recognized. That was like, wait a minute, are you just making a blatant jab that your guy is stronger
Than the Flash? The most powerful speedster in comic book history.
All right, keep going.
She's our telepath with a possible twist, but I don't think I want to say more than that right now. You'll just have to read the book to find out more on her. However, we also have Mitika, who has the power to heal others and herself. She's also an expert with firearms. Next in line, we have Koken, who is probably my favorite of all the characters we created. He's a cyberpunk samurai and the greatest fighter and combatant the world has ever seen. He's the badass who doesn't give two Fs in our book. Every story has to have one, and ours just so happens to be a samurai with a few cybernetic limbs. And let's just say the name Koken isn't just a cool name, but rather a title that was earned and bestowed upon him by a secret society in Japan. And last, but certainly not least, we have Infinite. Infinite draws his immense strength from all life in the universe.
He's literally, he's a living spirit bomb.
Here we go.
Hang on, no, let it go. Let it go.
Or not. Thus his power is infinite. Essentially, we wanted to create a character that would be stronger than both Superman and Goku. And as a
They actually said the shit verbatim, bro. Like this was a joke. It was a joke.
Oh my god. Okay, so the context is
we didn't say do it.
We remember we heard his power where he gets power from the cosmos itself, from the universe itself.
All life.
You said it was a spirit bomb, and we're like, that sounds like they're just trying to make a character that's stronger than Goku or Superman.
Yeah.
And then as we played it again, immediately they said it and we lost our minds. We just started cackling because we called it.
It was a joke. It was all a joke.
It was all a
joke.
We were joking and they did it. They unironically did it.
How is the story gonna remain interesting with characters this broken? Like, this nigga has to be off panel a lot.
Remember what I said earlier? It's like, watch, there's gonna be a moment where he has to fight someone who saps the energy from this cosmos. So that way Infinite has to get energy from all of the other universes. And then they introduce the multiverse.
Yeah, he'll be the multiversal spirit bomb.
And then how do you beat that? Like, what is the fucking point of
Whose
the
chance will still find a way to defeat him.
Bro, talk about
It
right.
is-
You know?
How about setting yourself up for failure, bro? Like, what? How are you gonna write? How?
Oh my god, like,
That's gonna be difficult.
where do you go? Like, there's nothing to question or combat them.
Pain, just so much pain, bro. I just don't understand why they decided to. They have no excuse here, right? Because they are very involved in the comic book community. They have seen the countless complaints regarding power scaling in the DCU or DC Comics universe, whatever. And they still decided to do this shit. I just don't get it. Next, they're gonna make. I don't even want to make a prediction. They're gonna fuck around and do it. Forget it. I'm not even gonna say it.
You don't want to be proven right.
No, I don't even want it in the. I don't even want it in the ether, bro. I just don't even want it, bro. Because Doomsday, like his ability is that whatever he gets killed by, you can't kill him a second time the same way, which should be impossible because you can't become resistant to the 4 fundamental forces of the universe, including kinetic force. Like the obvious solution would be to hit him harder than last time, but whatever, right? So the last time he died, from my recollection, he was ripped in half by Wonder Woman. And in my head, I'm thinking, how the fuck are you going to come back from this and become immune to being ripped in half? I would love to see them write that.
He just is, bro. Trust me, bro.
No.
That's ugh.
Go ahead, Venom. Go ahead, Vigils. Go ahead.
I mean, that just sounds so weird, man. How do you write around something like that?
I don't know.
I mean, for real.
I don't think you can, man. Like, because writing, like literally writing around it would involve never bringing it up again. And like, so you could never have another instance on panel where he gets ripped in half because someone's going to be like, hey, wait a minute. You can quickly see how this sets the writers up for failure.
Hanging my head in shame, bro.
There's gonna have to be another cataclysm or something. They're gonna have to have him be depowered or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, man.
Didn't they already do that with Superman in the past?
Where he became depowered? I'm actually,
Yeah.
I think they did. That was around the same time he fought Doomsday, I believe.
Oh, let's keep going.
We wanted to create a character that would be stronger than both Superman and Goku, and as a result, Infinite was born. And let me tell you, as the character's co-creator, he's absolutely far stronger than Superman and Goku. He might even take a lighthearted dig or two at them in the series. But that gives you a little overview of Astonishing Times and some of its characters.
Let's go.
And with that, it's time to introduce the incredible creative team behind the comic, because Lord knows this wouldn't have happened without them. First up, we have my longtime friend and pal, Frank Barberry, as co-writer along with myself. We've actually had Frank on the channel in the past to discuss his previous works, which include
like, part of the show. I don't really think this is important because sure, the people have their own say in everything, but really we were talking about like the actual characters, their designs, and what. Like the problem is, I don't hate the designs of the characters.
Art,
I just hate how
I don't
they
even
wrote.
give a fuck. I don't care about the art. The art's great. The art looks amazing. The trailer was fire. I'm not even a hater like that. My entire problem with this comic was the route they went in the when establishing the power scaling for their first two characters, Infinite and Gold Rush. Why? Just why? That's all I gotta say.
Well, I guess the argument could be like modern comics have like a really intense power scale. Like you got dudes like Batman, and then you got a soup standing next to him, and everyone's like, "Oh, well, those two are two of the strongest people." One of them because he has infinite prep time, and Superman.
Wow. But the thing is, this comic book comes off as a revenge fantasy. Like I don't know. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me why you would make characters this obscenely strong. Like, do you just take pride in your character being introduced into a versus forum and having niggas immediately throw their hands up? Like, why is this motherfucker here? Like, there's a reason why people don't say, okay, the living tribunal versus no, like the one above all versus. There's no point. It's not fun. These two characters are boring. Like, putting them in any sort of combat situation is boring. The only thing you have left is their character. And I'm sorry, whenever I'm reading a superhero comic, it is nice to read about the alter ego, but I want to read about the ego too. Like, I want to be, the reason why Spider-Man was so appealing, right, is because he struggled as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So whenever he triumphed as either one, like, it was more meaningful because it was a gradual progression. And that nigga never just felt overpowered all the time. Go ahead.
Wasn't that the whole point of what Stan Lee wanted Spider-Man to be? Was that he was just a guy who happened to have a power and really wanted to do good, and that was the point of Spider-Man, is that anyone could wear the mask because he's just a guy trying to do good.
Yeah. That and him getting his powers then make it so that he was a spirit bomb, so that helped a lot.
To be fair, having the abilities of a spider and then creating web slingers in order to just go around the city like that is a pretty cool idea. I liked it. I clapped. I clapped when I saw Spider-Man web sling.
Why'd you say "to be fair" at the start of that? Like it was supposed to contradict something.
Well, I guess there's also the interpretation of, like, what was it, the Sam Raimi films? Like, Sam Raimi films were the ones that thought of the idea of, oh yeah, the web comes out of his wrists, like it's organic.
Yeah,
Even Stan Lee was like, yeah, that was the whole thing about the Sam Raimi films, that they were organic. And then even Stan Lee was like, man, that's a good idea. Why didn't I do that?
I don't know. I mean, his creative process was different at the time. I mean, I don't see a problem with web shooters. I think it adds to I think it added to his character more than it took away from it, to be honest. And it gave him a variable weakness.
I agree.
So, like, that was my main gripe with this comic, honestly. Like, I don't plan on reading it because of those two characters, to be completely honest with you. And let me take a look at the comments to see if anybody else said anything about it. Why do oh my god, somebody
Why
else
do I
said
feel
it.
like why do I feel like the Infinite's arch enemy is going to get their powers from death in the universe?
Finally, a new hero that we can say, can they beat Infinite, though? Exactly. Like, niggas like people like you make me upset. Variant's answer to can he beat Goku, though? Infinite. Exactly. Like, what the that's exactly what this comes across as. Like, it's just so lame. I'm sorry. It's something I would have come up with on the playground.
Oh, what the Gold Rush sounds epic. Finally, an interesting speedster who isn't named the Flash or Quicksilver.
What? What is this even? I hope this is sarcasm.
I don't think it is.
What does this mean, man? What is that?
I love the entertainment section because then we just go through the comments and we just want to see hate. We want to see bile.
No, I just don't. What is this? What does this mean? He has the same powers as them. Moving on, bro.
Remember, he steals kinetic energy. So if the Flash like punched Gold Rush, or what was his? Is it named Gold Rush?
Yes, he gains speed from kinetic energy.
Then if Flash punched him, he'll just steal the kinetic energy.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense because that would involve letting himself be hit, which why the fuck would you do that as a speedster? Two, people are gonna bring up the infinite mass punch.
And then then it comes
to
the question of, can Gold Rush steal the speed force though? Can he absorb the speed force though?
Can he absorb infinite energy? Whatever, bro. These characters are they're stronger than both Superman and Goku. Referencing Death Battle, bro. After Sephiroth versus Virgil, I don't ever want to see their name again. It started from these comments are pretty lackluster. I'm not gonna lie.
Why we need better independent work, man.
We're gonna see it a lot soon.
I mean, like I said, the art and everything looked great. Those two characters and every other character sounds pretty interesting. Even though with the telepath, he didn't really give anything. I don't mind.
I like the samurai dude.
Yeah, I don't mind the cyberpunk ninja. People are gonna call that cliche, but whatever. Cyber ninja.
I like that one probably the best.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot more grounded than even if he is deemed the greatest fighter on the planet, that's just a title and it has to be demonstrated before it can be earned. Not even Batman has been able to do that. So at the end of the day,
be infinite though?
No, he can't. Who can, nigga? Who can? Anything barring a reality warper probably can't, bro.
Can he absorb the sun?
Can Doctor Strange be infinite? Can he do it? Maybe.
Cyberpunk Ninja is literally a normal RPG character.
He basically is. I mean, that is true.
Oh my god, just everything about this comic. It the problem is like we said, the artwork.
Go ahead.
Gold. What did I say? Why did you go to his channel? What the fuck? Calling him out live on stream.
I accidentally clicked him. I didn't mean to do that.
Go back. We need to see him. I want to see that bile. I want to see that.
My rage overtook me. Gold Rush and Infinite are 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Great names. I mean, the names are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie about that. The names are actually pretty fire. Like I said, the character concepts are what got me. The great names, great abilities. I mean, whatever. He didn't really say anything you can really disagree with except abilities.
Cue the awkward little puppet meme.
What puppet meme? The side eye thing?
What meme?
The one where he's giving you like the little side eye. Okay.
Well, let me get my $3 out. They sold me. Man, this is all it takes for people, bro. He is stronger than Goku and Superman. I want to see what kind of bad guy can challenge. Actually, you know what? Actually, I take it back. I'm with this guy. I want to see who can beat him. Write a character that can beat him. That's what I want to see. And then write the solution to that villain.
I told you the solution. It's gonna be infinite. I told you the guy who he fights is the one who absorbs energy just like him, but it's mostly death or like negative energy.
Who's gonna stop him?
Well, that's how Infinite's gonna win. You see, he's gonna tap into more of his power, and then he's gonna get energy from all the other cosmoses, all the other universes.
So he's gonna pull a saying, "I shall shatter beyond my limits," just in the moment, no training. I'm just gonna scream,
and then he's gonna steal.
I'm just gonna scream and shake the room like Pop Smoke until I just get stronger, because that's literally what happened during the Tournament of Power.
Well, here's the thing: if you made that hero so powerful like that, the only thing that you really can do to defeat him is you make somebody who's stupidly powerful like that, and then their clash is like dumb in terms of power scaling, because then who else is gonna fight them?
Bro, the fight is gonna devolve into both of them screaming at each other because, oh, you think you can get stronger? Two can play that game, and they're just gonna be screaming.
It's just gonna be an episode of DBC where they're just shouting at one another.
Literally, they're just shouting at each other, bro, and building and building and building, and like it's.
Well, the interesting thing would be to have somebody who is completely powerless go against Infinite, but instead of doing it like in a raw power scale, it's just I'm attacking your personal life, and there's nothing you can do to stop me because I know your tricks and I know the way to get to you personally.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Like that would be interesting. Somebody who is a moral dilemma or a personal dilemma, not one of power scaling.
Dude, I am very, very frustrated that no one is criticizing. Like, because I know there's people who have this opinion. Like, there's a lot of them. Like, I've been around several comic communities, and a lot of people voice this opinion. Like, and to see that the comment section is devoid of anyone saying these characters are fucking broken is just, it's baffling.
Like typically, I'm assuming that the usual comic book circles you're a part of have it where it's like the power scaling is a very important matter.
Oh, say that again.
Like the groups you were in the comic book, not in the comic book industry, but comic book appreciators and whatnot.
Yeah,
they very much take.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you didn't finish.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying, like, they take continuity and things like power scaling, like, a little bit more seriously, because it's like, well, we've established that this.
Well, it's not even, yeah, but continuity plays less of a part. Well, I guess technically not, because we look at the characters on panel feats, so I guess continuity is kind of a part of it. But the thing is, the thing that people like about superheroes in the communities I'm in when it comes to like comics, like they like to do versus battles with the characters because it's fun to compare each hero's abilities, right? Just to see who comes out on top. But it gets boring. Like I said before, it gets very boring when there's a character that everyone likes to bring up and it's like, all right, we get it, he wins. Like, Can we put two characters against each other that don't just wipe everything they see from existence? Like, no one's doing Living Tribunal versus who else is broken.
You know what we need to do next podcast as a segment? We need to go to that Versus website that one of our friends showed us and get angry at the results of the votes.
Bro, I don't want to see Flash again. I don't want to see Flash. I don't want to see Goku. I don't want to see Saitama. I don't want to see any of them. That shit is annoying. But can he beat Saitama though? Like, shut the fuck up.